Hey guys, what is up and welcome to my channel. It's a Hardback Life. My name is Jordan. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Book of the Month. That's right, my friends, Book of the Month. I promised you guys that I was going to be doing an unboxing for my next video. And I have to say, I unfortunately broke that promise because life just got too chaotic when it came to my work and other things that were happening. And so I just became lazy and put it off for a few days. And then when I finally just couldn't take it anymore because the box was staring at me, I just opened it because I couldn't wait to see what I had inside. And so I opened it off camera, and I apologize. So I am so sorry, but I will still show you what came in the box after I talk about Book of the Month briefly. So without further ado, let's begin. So Book of the Month is a monthly subscription service that focuses on promoting brand new authors. That's right, brand new authors, which is a thing I really love because there are so many people whose stories need to be told. And this is a great tool for authors who are wanting to get their foot in the door. Because it is so hard, obviously, to get published. That's one thing. But it's even harder to get your stories in front of the people you want to read them. And so Book of the Month goes out of their way and searches through thousands of brand new titles by brand new authors, and they select 5 books that they think their readers will enjoy. And us, as the people that get to pick the books, pick one of those 5 books that they chose, and then we also get to choose a couple add-ons, which are extra books that they have from their catalog of the many books that they have on their website, which is super awesome. And yeah, it's super fantastic. And like I said, it's very diverse. There's a large pool of authors that you can choose from a lot of people of color, female authors, just a lot of different varieties of types of people and a lot of different types of stories. And yeah, I really, really love that about Book of the Month, like I said. And the great thing about Book of the Month is it's only $14.99 a month. And that counts for the free credit which you use for the Book of the Month. And then it's also $9.99 extra for each add-on. And that's super cheap, you guys. I mean, $14.99, which pays for the Book of the Month, and then only $9.99 for the extra books. Yeah, that's great. I really enjoy that. And also, if you are a first-time person for Book of the Month, I believe your first box is $9.99, which is amazing because you can't beat that price for a hardcover. Like all their selections are hardcover books, and you get the first book for $9.99. And yeah, like it's super fantastic. I love that about them. And another great thing about Book of the Month is if you dislike any of the books that they presented to you, you can skip the month and keep your free credit, and they will not charge you. I repeat, they will not charge you for that month. You just, like I said, you get to skip the month, keep your free credit, Use it for the next month. And that, my friends, is another fantastic thing. Because I've seen too many subscription services. It doesn't matter what kind of subscription service it is. Say you didn't like their products and you are still a member of this subscription. Yes, like I said, say you don't like their products and you decide not to get something for that month. Most subscription services will charge you anyway, which is crap. But, because like I said, you didn't get anything. But Book of the Month doesn't do that. And also, I have a referral link, which I will leave down in the description. If you click on my referral link, it'll take you to the website, and I will get reward points for referring you. So, I mean, no pressure. You can just go on Book of the Month if you want, on your own, and just, like, obviously sign up or use my referral link. I'll get rewards. But, like I said, no pressure. Enough talk about what Book of the Month is and all that jazz. Let's get right into the box. Like I said, you guys, I already opened it, so it's kind of looks like trash. But this is essentially the box. Sometimes it's a lot bigger than this. But it says Book of the Month on it, and it's blue, which is my favorite color, so awesome. Inside the box, you get inside the box it says you've got great taste, which thank you for saying that to me, Book of the Month. I know I do. So that's what it looks like essentially that's what it looks like inside. Another thing I love about Book of the Month, and I didn't say this, is they're a subscription service that only sends you like the book and maybe a few other items, which I love, like I said, because I'm not one of those people that likes to get a lot of stuff in their subscription box. Like, I don't like a lot of trinkets or a bunch of cards, like all that jazz, like a lot of your subscription services have. Like, I'm just not that kind of person. So I'm just glad you get the book and maybe a couple other items. And these are the books that I got. I got 2 this month, and the first one I'm going to show you is the Book of the Month that I chose. And that book is Not a Happy Family by Sherry Lapina. I think that's how you say her name. This book is about a family who is rich, and it opens by with them having dinner, with the mom and dad having dinner with their 3 kids, and during that whole time, the parents unfortunately get murdered, and their children are super stunned, but the children also become suspects. It's like a thing, like, they obviously act like there's... So I like that twist. It takes into question, are the kids really innocent? Because all of them were about to inherit a lot of money from their mom and dad. So that's already motive enough for killing someone. So I'm super excited to read this because I love murder mysteries. And the other book I chose was an add-on from a previous year, and this is Things in Jars. I don't really know too much about this one. I'm going to go into it blind. I think it's about mermaids though, and there's water involved, so obviously. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go into it blind and read it hopefully in the near future. Oh, also, guys, because I didn't mention this, but after your 12th box, you become a BFF, and what that entails is you're essentially there's a lot of perks that you get. Like on your birthday, they'll probably send you some treats. I don't know, maybe. And you also are you get to be a big part of helping choose the book of the year. And ladies and gentlemen, they also send you this beautiful tote bag once you hit 12 boxes. And this has their logo, Book of the Month. And where is it? Okay. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a book pocket. So you can just stuff your book that you're currently reading in here. Or inside the bag as well. There's plenty of room. So that's also another thing that you get when you become a BFF. Just saying. I'm going to show you a selection of books that I have read from Book of the Month. Okay. So this was the first book I read from Book of the Month, and this was actually my favorite book that I read last year. This is called Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Like I said, it was my favorite book that I read last year, and honestly, to this day, I'm still thinking about it because it was a really, really good book. It's a sci-fi thriller, and this actually came out in August of 2016. And it's about a guy named Jason Destin who is living have like his normal life. He's a father and a husband and a teacher. And one day he gets kidnapped and held at gunpoint. And next thing he knows, he wakes up in a whole different reality where his wife is not his wife, his son doesn't even exist. So, yeah, that's already a crazy ride in itself, and he's trying to figure out and how he got to where he's at, and how to get back to where he used to be. This book takes you on a wild ride from page 1 to the end. I definitely recommend this book. It's one of those multiverse type of books, so definitely give this one a chance. Dark Matter. One of the other books I completed last year from Book of the Month is The Vanishing Half, which was Book of the Year last year in 2020 by Britt Bennett. This is about two sisters who were living in a small town called Mallard in Louisiana, and they are both light-skinned African-American women, young women, I should say, because the story starts when they're 16, and they're living in a town where it's believed that the lighter you are, the more society will accept you, and they basically try to be with like someone who is lighter than they are, so that obviously their children will look like obviously more white. And this is set between 1950s to the 1990s, and it goes through 3 different generations, like the twins' mother, the twins, and then their daughters. And just this deals with identity. And there's also a character who is, I think one of the characters in this book is trans. So I enjoyed this book so much. It really taught me a lot of things. And Oh god, this is a book you should definitely pick up. And then 3 other books I just want to mention from Book of the Month. The Space Between Worlds by Micaiah Johnson, an author who is biracial and female. That just shows you the diversity. And this book is a sci-fi. Space Between Worlds by Micaiah Johnson. Fantastic book. This is another book that is like multiverse type book kind of thing. Great book. Sound of Stars by Alicia Dow. This is a sci-fi / dystopian / romance in the YA section. Super fantastic. And then Things We Lost to the Water. This is a historical fiction set in during the Vietnam War era ish. So I really enjoyed this one. And this is definitely worth a read. Also, another book I want to talk about that I'm currently reading, one of the books I'm currently reading anyway, is, I think it's called Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. This is a Greek mythology type book, which is about one of the forgotten goddesses in Greek mythology, called Ariadne. And yeah, I had no idea who this person was until I read more about the myth of this character. So yeah, so that's just a taste of some of the types of books that they have. I hope to see you guys next time. And please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day.